Hey there, YouTubers, unboxing video time. So I'm kind of excited about this. This is a 1440p portable monitor that I bought, and of course it's by some completely unknown brand, but still excited. And this is going to be just the unboxing. I will review it much later on, and we'll at least turn it on this video so you can see it. But beyond that, I will have to get to using it before I can review it, right? So let me get out the knife. So I had been sitting in this hotel room using a monitor I brought with me, which was 1080p, which limits the amount of videos I can make. And the one in the room has been just utter garbage. It's like 720p, so I can't do much with that. Now, looking at the box, folks, that's not even marked. Complete. Could it get any more generic? Portable monitor, new, and same thing over here, right? Made in China. President Trump would be disappointed in me for buying this, I'm sure. Let's see here. Get that open. And okay, this almost looks Disney-ish right here. Model KT003. User manual. Nice looking manual though, at least it's in color. Let's take a moment to look at the manual. If I can find the front page. It opens kind of oddly, but there's the front page. Dear VIP customer, so in case you care, comes with a 1-year warranty. What's the welfare for our VIP? Table of contents. Now, it does look like it has a VESA mounting pattern, and if you guys can see that, we'll try and call that out in the video. Connect monitor computers with a full function Type-C interface. So this is stuff, if you're interested in buying this, you probably want to know, right? Now, if the user manual's online, probably be better. So, Nintendo Switch works with it. Connect to a computer with HDMI interface. So I hopefully will be able to try out all these. We have, I believe we have, well, we have Type-C on a couple of different computers here. And we also have HDMI, obviously. So we shall see what we can do. I don't have a PS4 with me and don't have Xbox. There's what I got it for though, that resolution, folks. It is dinky at 13.3 inches. And then on the other side, so hopefully somebody will note, you know, when I get to the end of this, in case you don't want to see this part. Key operation. Main menu, so it's going to have kind of a chintzy menu, it looks like. And then in case you need some troubleshooting and blah blah blah. Okay, so there we are at 4 minutes into the video basically. Let me get it out of this. Alright, so it does have a screen protector on it, not like a permanent one, but one that we're going to take off. I will say this thing feels a little thicker than I was hoping it would be. Alright, so here's the screen itself, putting it up where you can actually see some light. And this is going to be difficult to do, but you can see the USB Type-C Charlies. Excuse me, there's one of those. Then another one. And then here's our mini HDMIs. And that almost looks like a mini display port, so I better check the user manual. On the back, you can see the power button, LED for it, auto up down menu. Over on this side, oh, here you go. Here are your connectors, folks. HDMI, Type-C, USB, headphone, and then a Type-C 5 volt, so to power it. There is a couple speakers, the VESA pattern on the back of it, and you know, honestly, it looks decent. We'll see though. I'll hopefully replace some of this with some pictures so you guys can see it better. Let's go back to the box, see what else we have. So here is a Type C to USB. Here is a charging plug. Over here, folks, another Type C to Type C. And these guys look like, so this is HDMI to HDMI mini, which is good because I didn't have one. So they only give you one of those. Hopefully that's all you need. And then a, I don't know if it's a cheap stand, but we'll try it out later. So I'll include a little video of this plugged in at the end of this. And like I said, I will review it later on. Alright, so first we have to put our stand out. Let me turn some light onto this. So basically got it so it can sit there in the cradle. And that's the first step. So it looks like potentially I could use Type C to Type C on the computer there for power. But we'll go ahead and use the power plug. Alright, so as I saw online, I think some people complained about the length of this cable. Looks to be about 3 feet long, which is really not long enough. The other option is USB to USB. That's USB Type C to USB Type C. And you can see by plugging it in that the power LED light, if I get it to focus, comes on red. There it is plugged in here. I don't know why the camera won't focus there, folks, but there we go. Oops, so it's plugged in there. Alright, so now we're taking the HDMI mini to the HDMI. So we plugged it into either the HDMI port on the computer. In this case it is the graphics card. And then over here we will plug it into the HDMI mini jack right there. Alright, so there it is plugged in. Alright, so I now have it plugged in, and you know, you can see it is definitely you know, smaller than my laptop screen of 15.6 inches, but let's check out what the resolution is, if I can get this stuff to close down. So there we go, 2560 by 1440p. Switching over to that, keep changes, and I don't want to go with the recommended. I'll pick 150. All this stuff pops up. So now let's make sure that it is set to 50 or 60 hertz, not 50 hertz, because it definitely looks a little, if I can get this to pan down, there we go. Feels like it's less than 60 hertz right now. Nope, 60 hertz. So I'm getting a little bit of a flicker to it that I'm not finding all that great, but I'll have to get used to it. You know, maybe I need to increase the size of the fonts a little. But it, you know, overall it looks decent. Alright, so I have it hooked up. Like I said, we have a HDMI cable, HDMI mini, USB Type C 5 volt basically to USB 5 volt over here. And I've gone in and had to change the settings. It came up 1080p because that's what the monitor I guess was originally. So it's set to 1440p, and it looks, you know, it looks decent. Could it look better? Yeah. You know, maybe it's the 60 hertz, being more used to 140, 144. But, you know, will it work out? I think it's going to work out pretty good. I'm going to, you know, try some games on it. I'll let you guys know how those go. And like I said, I'll do a review. But I think at the end of this, we'll show a few clips of, we'll do some Fortnite 1080 or 1440p on it. So in case you're curious, it is almost exactly 14 inches wide, and just like they said, the screen length, or diagonally. Kind of hard to do this with one hand, but the screen length came out to about 13 some inches. This, I don't know if you'd call it a bezel, but it's ½ inch there. And then as far as the thickness goes, it is almost a ½ inch thick, right? So maybe 7/16. And that's about the size of it, folks. A little bigger than, you know, some of you may like if you're used to an iPad or something that has, you know, a kind of a zero frame or whatever you call it. This is a bit thicker. I didn't weigh it. I don't have a scale on me, but it doesn't feel all that heavy. Alright folks, so we are recording in 4K. You know, YouTube kind of makes some of the 4K not look so hot, but this screen is set to 1440p, and just so you can see it, I'll go up here, and I think we'll go ahead with ray tracing and all that good stuff, even though this is not the greatest graphics card. But I think actually, and I've got my glasses on, it does actually look really good, you know, when I put my glasses on, and I think that's just because I could see the great definition at this distance. So we're gonna go ahead and play and let you guys check it out. Alright folks, so just sitting here in this part of it, the screen's a little dark because that's how this is. It's Fortnite nightmares. But you know, it looks pretty good. You know, whether that'll translate on the cell phone's another story. So I'm not going to be able to play and do this one-handed, but we'll, you know, occasionally stop and show some footage from it. All right, so it does, like I said, looks pretty decent, and for the most part, it looks better than my laptop screen does. Yeah, so far, you know, for whatever it was, $125, I think I paid, somewhere in there, plus tax. It's really not a bad monitor for that, and to keep me in business to be able to do other video games besides just the 1080p, that's a big plus when I'm traveling. So thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe.